stunning, gorgeous, and all but new Pinnacle 36 KPTS here at Haylett RV of Coldwater, Michigan. It's a real simple story. The folks bought it. It's a one owner. It really hasn't been towed. There's less than 200 lifetime miles on this RV. They purchased it. They had it parked at their property where they had this thing. And in shortly after that, got their hands on a lake house, basically, and real quickly went, huh, we no longer need the fifth wheel. We sell fifth wheels for folks on consignment here at Haylett RV, and that's what this is. This is a member of our consignment program. So this is seriously an opportunity to take home what is basically a new fifth wheel with no towing miles at a used price tag. And it's well equipped, guys. I mean, it's a Pinnacle, first of all, and this is one of the newest generations of Pinnacles. This has all the most recent update type stuff on it. For instance, this has a full gel-coated, true high-gloss exterior. It is polished to a mirror-like finish, and you can see that the sun and the weather hasn't got to that. You can see how reflective it is just standing here. It is also wide body. Pinnacles are 102-inch maximum width wide body. This is as big as something can get before you need an oversized load sign, so there's just physically more of it. It is just bigger and better. The More Ride pin box here, if you do decide you're going to tow it, will give you a much better towing experience because it helps soak some of the shocks and jolts going down the road. Pinnacles are incredibly well insulated. 0 to 100 degree insulation package on these, minimum. This one weighs 13,137, so 13,137 on your weight tag. You want either a real heavy duty 3/4 ton or preferably a 1 ton to get her down the road. You'll notice that your docking station, like a lot of big fifth wheels, is fully enclosed. And these things look intimidating, all these switches and levers, but actually if you start looking at the diagrams, they're incredibly simple. This is how you can quickly, easily winterize and bypass your winterization for your fifth wheel. All of your gate valves for your dump tanks are all enclosed. That means that they're insulated and out of the way. This does have an automatic leveling system in it here, and that's what we're looking at right there. You can just push a button and it auto levels. That's on the convenient side of the RV. That electrical box that we're looking at over there, that's actually an inverter for the refrigerator going down the road. This has a 1,000 watt inverter on it, so if you want to run the fridge going down the road, you can. Bigger 12-gallon water heater, so you get more gallons of hot water per hour. This is a fast recharge model that can run hot and cold at the same time. So you can get something like 22 gallons of hot water per hour out of this thing. This does have, like I said, the automatic leveling system. There's a look at one of those. So it actually has, you know, middle stabilization as well as front and rear. And once again, look at the sheen on this skin. Holy windy corridor right here. Hopefully that's not eating the camera up. This has a power 50 amp cable retract system. That's what this is right here. These 50 amp cables can be quite heavy, guys. So this has a power retractor on it, basically. And like a lot of your Jaycos, all your fifth wheels, they have the more heavily insulated slide out sidewalls there to give you stronger construction without really dinging the weight tag. Now obviously it weighs a lot, but that's because this thing has a pair of, oh, first of all, it is wide body, so remember it is bigger, but it's got a diesel pusher level construction on the rooftop. The roof is actually built at ground level in one piece and hoisted into place like a diesel pusher. And if you want to talk fully walkable, this goes above and beyond that. This is Jayco's Magnum Truss Plus system here. You know, you've got your double arched aluminum roof studs with tongue and groove plywood roof decking. You see how the roof line wraps over the sidewall? That takes a very, very critical high stress point and moves the seam away from it so that you're not putting extra stress on a seam and causing a leak. This does have an accessory hitch on the back, ideal for like bikes and stuff. Not rated for towing, and the biggest reason is this thing is so darn long, you're not going to be able to put something behind it to tow it. Note the double power awnings. Both power awnings have their own individual switches with LED lighting. This thing glows at night. This is basically the same floor plan Mr. Haylett himself prefers to tow. it is a good buy. This is going to make someone a very happy home. 4 steps to get in and out more easily. You know, the speakers are mounted down low where it makes sense. They're not mounted way up on the sidewalls. You don't even need a key to get in and out. What I like about this is, like, when we go camping, we go out. We ride our bikes, we go canoeing, we go tubing and stuff. I don't want to risk dropping my key out of my pocket. So having a keyless entry here to me is just so handy. Previous owners really like their fresh air, and they put one of these little magnetic screen door things in here. These are actually really cool, and they do a heck of a good job also. Let's step inside for you. Close this door behind me so the wind isn't blowing us away. There we go. Now, what's cool is right when you walk in, your command center here, all your bells and whistles and switches, they're hidden away where the grandkids aren't going to touch them and mess with them and whatnot. Another nice thing here is that, bang, all of your lights are just in one centralized location, and it makes a heck of a big difference in here. Now, we've got a ton of ground to cover on a basically like new fifth wheel, so bear with me. This might not be my shortest video. Starting right from the top, we've got it's like they stole it out of one of their Integra coaches down at Jayco, the big ceiling light fixture right here, and I don't even have the lights on in that. That alone has 8 LED lights with backlighting and accent lighting. Like I said, looks like something out of a Class A coach. Moving around, you're going to see more LED lighting down the coach. You see a residential ceiling fan to keep some air swirling around in here when you don't just want to run the AC. But if you do want to run the AC, it's not going to roar your head off because this has a whisper quiet air system. That's what these little grates here are for. That's your air intake. It keeps the RV much quieter. We will come back to the kitchen in a minute, but one thing I do want to talk about is this is all real hardwood construction, not just a hardwood door, a hardwood style as well. All of this is real wood. It's screwed together, not glued together. This is built to be the last RV you ever need to own. It is from top to bottom built to be top notch, and that was the plan, and then they just got a sweet deal on a lake house. Well, I guess we don't need it anymore. I'm going to close the pantry for just a moment so you can take a look at this beautiful big Insignia high definition television, and you can see that there is a lot of storage space all the way around the entertainment center. And up here, this is all of our electronics, AM, FM, CD, DVD, Bluetooth, everything. And even a neat little hidden drawer here on the fireplace mantle, just to give you that extra handy storage. Now, they leave you extra space around. There are little access holes inside here. If you want to plug in like a satellite kit, there are HDMI cables run to do that. This is an electric space heater, so you don't have to burn up all of your propane to heat the RV. Everything you can imagine is here. Even with my boots on, with my hat on, this is still a walk-in slide-out. Both of the main deck floor slides are super slides, so they're extra deep and they're extra tall. So you're never going to run into a size problem here. Twin rear recliners, and they are plush, they are comfy, they are the perfect place to kick your feet up and kind of just relax at the end of a long day. Now, to complement that, for additional seating over here, you have a theater seat set directly across from the entertainment center. The benefit here is that there is no bad seat in the house, and this is a perfect entertainer's floor plan because everybody gets their own little place to kick their feet up. All of the windows have the roll down day-night shades. You see you've got a day section there, a night section there I pulled down for demonstrational purposes. And look at the trim around the windows. Everything on this is all stained hardwood, top-notch. You've got maximum airflow cross breeze windows here with your flat panel frameless windows on this side here. So these can open and give you airflow in the rain. On a sunny day, you open those and you can have tons of breeze whipping right through your slide out. That's the goal here. And you can look at your upholsteries. You can see it's not like they lived in this thing for a year and beat it up and then decided to get rid of it. They really didn't use it that much. This is as close to new as a big old used Pinnacle can get, guys. They're big high back chairs over here I've always liked. They're very comfortable. I've sat in more than one of those camping with Mr. Haylett. There is a hidden middle leaf section in here, so the table does open up as well. And the camera's having trouble right now because we've got all the light coming in from these big atrium windows around the dinette slide. And notice too, this is floor flush, so you're not going to have that ugly toe kick. What I like about that is if this chair if you're entertaining and they slide that chair over a little bit, you're not going to get one person sitting, you know, on an angle as a result. Now, let's look at the kitchen, because the kitchen's really one of the things that is the focal point of this floor plan. Though it has an amazing living room, the kitchen is the key here. And that's actually where the model number originally comes from. When the KPTS Pinnacle first came out, that stood for kitchen pantry. This had a walk-in kitchen pantry over here initially. Well, they kind of redesigned that in more recent years because people felt it looked a little too small and boxy. But the cool part is they really didn't give up any storage. You still have a coat closet right when you walk in the door. You still have all this virtual floor-to-ceiling, extra tall cathedral-style ceiling storage going on over here. Now, just again, the attention to detail. These doors over here, they put little catches, little holdbacks on them so this door can't swing open and smack against your hardwood fascia. You're not going to ding and dig up these doors as a result. The big, what is this, like a 23 cubic foot refrigerator and freezer right here. And it's a very modern style, the residential style, where the bottom section is the freezer, where, you know, it's just more user-friendly and easy to get to. The stainless appliance bundle, the true solid surface countertops going on here. And because this slide's extra deep, you get extra storage in there, and that mirror just really helps that not feel small as a result. Now, this pantry right here in the slide out is bonus storage space because it's off the floor plan in the slide, and you can make this adjust to however you want. And they even include like a little light in there so you can see what you're getting into. Just smart decisions like that. There's 5 drawers right here in the slide out alone, all of which are full ball bearing glides. This one even has a drawer in a drawer. And this is another thing. All of the owner's manuals, all of the remote controls, everything is present and accounted for. This one's cool. This is a remote control that allows you to operate your slide outs and your porch light and your main awning right from your pocket. What I like about this is if you're setting this RV up alone and there's like maybe a tree or something on that side of the coach, you can walk outside with this remote control. One person can put the slide out and personally line of sight the slide to make sure it's not going to crush anything. Just superior materials like the plywood construction, and it's extra thick in the Pinnacle. The drawer construction itself is thicker in the Pinnacle. It just, all that makes a difference, you know? Quality and longevity. I like the little hidden pantry down here just for that extra storage space. I have seen people actually just kind of remove that from the hinges and use that for trash can storage. You don't need to do that here because they have built-in wastebasket storage in this Pinnacle, and all of this space here in the kitchen cabinetry is pure storage. Even power outlets built right into the face of the island so that you can throw like an electric griddle up here and make that thing pancake country. And what's cool is they actually give you the ideal power post to do that. When you're not in use, it slides right out of the way. When you need it, she's back up and at them. And notice how the power plugs each point a different direction. Because you ever notice how some things like griddles have those big bulky AC adapters? You can always find a way to hook it up there. It's never going to be a problem. They carpet the steps instead of hardwood. So that they're not slippery. So if you're in your socks at night or something and you can't see very well, you're not going to slip around. This is another neat thing. Right when you walk in the door, this is a little entry light switch. You can just click it with your foot if your hands are full, and you can see your steps at night. Now, this is one of those areas where being wide body is super duper handy, is because you're going to get a wider walkway right here. You're going to get a bigger bedroom and a bigger bathroom. And that is one of those areas where this is where it really, really shines above and beyond something like a Bighorn or a Montana. There's nothing wrong with those coaches, but the bigger wide body nature of a Pinnacle right here makes all the difference. For instance, they're able to put in a bigger linen cabinet here. There's more leg room so that when you get out of the shower, you can actually get dressed. You don't have to go to the living room to get dressed. You've got the bigger fan going on here in the ceiling to give you superior airflow. Everything in this is like the biggest and best that was available at the time this was produced. This is a seamless one-piece shower. It's structurally reinforced itself to the tune of, check this out. You can stand in here, and there are no problems with people jumping in it like that. This is a jumpable shower, even for a big guy like me who fits in these walk-in slide-outs. Even the kitchen countertops are the true matching solid surface so that everything is cohesive and matches. There's like there's a continuation of your kitchen just right in here. All the same cabinet space or cabinetry construction and everything. Moving into the bedroom, this is beautiful up here. And I just noticed something when I walked in here. It is super quiet. And that's because they add extra insulation to the slide outs and to this front cap up here. This front wall has insulation wrapped all the way down the nose and double layered, so that the front wall is just as insulated as the slide walls, actually maybe more so. What that does for you is a couple things. Obviously, it's going to keep it more climate controlled in here. It'll keep the temperature more to what you want. But secondly, it's quiet. This is going to make for good sleeping. Now, this does have a dual central air system. This actually has a 30,000 BTU total central air system. 2 units working in tandem, and they each have their own independent thermostat. So if it gets a little hotter in the front of the RV than the back one, this front air is going to kick on first to help keep this cool up here. It's kind of like a car or a truck with the dual driver passenger climate control. Same type of concept here. Now, neat thing with Pinnacles, they are built with a king bed in mind. What does that mean to you? That means that they leave you about 3-4 extra walk around inches here as compared to a lot of RVs you see, they're built with a queen and then they let you shove a king into that place. Well, if you tried to shove a king to where a queen was designed for, you can't walk around it anymore. In a Pinnacle you can, because they built it that way. They have power outlets right at the base right there, and they have stands right here so that your phones and your CPAP machines and everything are all set. And you'll see that on both sides of the RV. This has a walk-in front cedar-lined closet. Beautiful. I mean, anti-moth closet. Tons of storage going on in here. LED lights even in the closet. I don't even have turned on right now. Tons of storage. You're not going to hurt for a place to put this. Now, a lot of people look at this here, and my camera zoom's going a little funny because it was in a dark space there. It'll clear itself up. There we go. So they look at this front closet, and they say, well, I can't believe they didn't even put a place for a washer and a dryer in here. They did. It is behind a false wall panel. If you start looking in here, this wall panel actually removes. This panel removes to show you, to expose the washer dryer prep. Jayco covers that up because not everybody wants to look at plumbing in their bedroom and bathroom. And in fact, something like less than 5%, it's something like 2% of people actually use the washer dryer hookups in a fifth wheel. It's one of the most underutilized features in an RV, and frankly, they don't work that well anyway, so it's not like you're really losing much. So this gives you a nice looking closet, or you can put a washer dryer in there, whatever you want. The extra dresser storage here at the base, and even the second TV in the bedroom is still present and accounted for. Everything is exactly today as it was the day this was built, coming out of the factory. That's what's so nice about this. You're seriously getting a pretty much like new fifth wheel at a used price tag. It is a hard deal to beat. Don't expect us to be able to match it later in the year, because RVs like this don't come around every single day. So give us a call, 800-256-5196, Haylett RV of Coldwater, Michigan. Take care, everybody. Stay safe. Have fun. Happy camping. Wow. Wow, this is cool.